Facebook and Google promoted false news stories claiming that the shooter who killed more than 50 people in Las Vegas was a Democrat who opposed Donald Trump. The misidentification spread rapidly, from dark corners of the internet to mainstream platforms just hours after hundreds were injured at a festival near the Mandalay Bay Casino, the latest example of fake news polluting social media amid a breaking news story. The flow of misinformation on Monday illustrated a particularly grim trend that has increasingly dominated viral online propaganda during U.S. mass shootings, hyper-partisan trolls battling to blame the tragedy on opposing political ideologies. Las Vegas police name suspect in deadly attack. Read more. Police have identified Stephen Paddock as the suspect who opened fire from a high-rise hotel room, killing scores and injuring hundreds more. But before authorities named the 64-year-old Nevada man, some on the far right falsely identified the man behind the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history as Gary Danley. It's unclear where exactly the hoax originated, but right-wing users aggressively promoted his name, seizing on evidence that he was a liberal. On 4chan, the anonymous message board and a favorite platform of the alt-right, some noted that Danley was a registered Democrat. Soon after, Gateway Pundit, a conspiracy-laden blog that earned White House credentials under Trump, published an evidence-free story headlined, "Las Vegas Shooter Reportedly a Democrat Who Liked Rachel Maddow, Move On, and Associated with Anti-Trump Army." The piece was based on a review of Facebook likes. Play video.book.info witness footage of Las Vegas music festival shooting video report. Despite the fact that the claims were unproven and coming from non-credible sources, Facebook's safety check page, which is supposed to help people connect with loved ones during the crisis, ended up briefly promoting a story that said the shooter had Trump-hating views, along with links to a number of other hoaxes and scams, according to screenshots. At the same time, Google users who searched Gary Danley's name were at one point directed to the 4chan thread filled with false claims. The right-wing users' successful manipulation of social media algorithms to politicize a tragedy speaks to a relatively new pattern of online abuse. While users of Twitter and Reddit memorably misidentified the suspect behind the Boston Marathon bombing in 2013, fake news during global tragedies and terrorist attacks over the last year has increasingly gone beyond careless reporting and retweeting to overt exploitation and targeted disinformation campaigns. It's getting more polarized.